We're back.
What it do?
Episode 15.
Yeah.
Dude, this episode of fucking...
Crazy.
Shit is going down now.
Yeah.
We're past that pussy-ass halfway mark.
Yeah.
All that Child's Play shit is...
Over.
Fuck that. Look,
Over.
we're finding out about traitors.
Traitors. Double agents.
Double agents. Shinji and Asuka kissing.
Kissing. He turned green. He like Shrek.
Pen sees and then goes to lay down, my dude.
Yeah. He's like, yo, Shinji,
So
play that pipe.
There's a lot of really good scenes in this episode.
Oh, yeah. You see,
it's not like, there's not really one like big, long, overarching episode plot.
Yeah.
Really. Except for kind of like
a callback.
Masato and Ritsuko and Kaji hanging out, which I feel like is the last time that's ever going to happen, so.
More than likely.
But there's a lot of good scenes. The grave scene was really good.
Yeah, with Gendo and Shinji talking. Yeah. They have like actual conversation. I like to hang out with you, Dad. I see.
Well, I just love how they're
What's that even mean?
They're standing there, and then this big ass helicopter comes down.
Like, y'all gonna leave now.
It just takes Gendo, and like Shinji has to walk or something, and then like for like half a second, you could just see Rei.
Yeah.
Or like there's a scene where Shinji and Rei talk. Was that this episode or last?
This was this episode.
Yeah. And
the way you
there's so much shit happened.
You wrung out that towel. It was like a mother.
Yeah, and
she gets all like flustered.
Yeah, and he was just like, you know, what kind of person is my father? I saw you guys talking that one time.
And you
call
were really
back
happy.
to like episode 2 or 3 or whatever.
And she's like, I don't know.
I know.
I see.
How much is like Rei lying? How much is she not like perceptive enough, and how much is she like?
I don't know.
Like, how malicious is she versus how much like?
I don't think she's
how emotionally like protected she is.
I don't think she's malicious, because I think she does care about Shinji. She just doesn't pick it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, the grave scene's really good.
Grave scene's really good. The dinner was nice little fun stuff. I love anytime Masato does anything.
Yeah.
I love Masato. So, and then the scene where they're like walking back and
she throws up. She's like, I was using you and I'm
she has like an emotional breakdown.
Yeah. Kanji kisses her. And
then like almost as the stinger of the episode, we find out that she knew that he was a double agent.
Yeah, well, everybody knows.
Yeah.
Basically. Don't underestimate Nerve.
Yeah. Got a gun to his head, and we see Adam.
This crazy...
It's Frieza nailed to a cross.
With, like, arms and legs coming out of the bottom where his, like, torso... where his torso ends.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Looking like Jesus.
Yeah.
So, they didn't kill the original Angel, they just stabbed him to a cross?
Okay, so if that's Adam, and then Adam is also that little life form we saw in Asuka's episode, is like, was the Adam they had at the beginning like a piece of that, and then they've been growing it into this new thing?
I don't know. Who knows?
That's what I would lean towards, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
But that's what I'm thinking.
I know there's one like called Lilith. I think that one, I don't know, because I kind of read the wiki, and I don't know what we know and what we don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's not, I mean, I'm not going to have the spoiler conversation. Maybe a podcast. A spoiler cast would be good, but...
Yeah.
Like...
That'd be fun.
Like, about spoilers, just because I really usually don't think that spoilers are that bad. In general.
But this is like...
Well, I mean, a lot of the time, knowing spoilers is what makes you want to, like...
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't care when you guys spoil shit for me.
It just depends on the thing, I think.
Especially with Persona 4, because that's, like, what really pushed me to, like, oh, shit, I want to play this.
Yeah.
I don't like the mystery of it.
See, yeah, it just depends, like... What's more interesting to you is like knowing who the culprit of the mystery is, and then...
And finding out why.
And, like, seeing all the foreshadowing, or is it more interesting...
For me, it's like, I want you to spoil that thing, and if it's like super hype, I'm like, oh, I want to see that for myself.
And now the only problem is that if you think about, like, let's just take Persona 4. There's 2 experiences that you can have with Persona 4 in terms of spoilers.
Yeah.
You can have the solving the mystery and then finding out at the end and being like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then the next time you can see all the foreshadowing and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, if you are spoiled, you basically rob yourself of ever experiencing the first thing.
Right.
Sometimes that doesn't matter. But depending
for me, it doesn't matter to me.
I think, and for me, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes it does. It depends on the thing.
Right.
A lot of the time.
My problem is like, I get into a thing and I want to know a lot about it
Yeah.
while I'm watching it. That way I'm not going, oh, who's this guy and who's this guy?
Here's
I just want to know.
Here's what happens to me. A lot of the time I'll be playing a game or watching something on, watching a show or whatever.
Yeah.
And when I'm at work and I'm on break or something, I'll pop onto like TV tropes or I'll watch like a YouTube video about it. Just because I want to keep, I like to think about it.
Yeah.
I want to keep thinking about it. And then a lot of the times, I push a little bit too hard and I get spoiled on some stuff, but it's usually nothing. It just depends on the thing. But
right.
I'm kind of glad that somehow I'm not spoiled in the show.
Right.
Not much.
I think we really missed like the major discussion of it.
Yeah.
Just based upon our age.
Yeah. And
because we're like, what, 20 years too late for this show?
Yeah, it came out in 97, so.
Yeah, just about 20
and I
years
was born in 96.
Yeah, we both were, so.
But, what else?
Big
scenes in this episode.
Oh, Asuka's like, grabs onto Kanji and he's like, oh, why don't you stay? And he's like, nah, I'd rather not.
She's
like, oh, you smell of lavender.
I figured that she knew, like...
That they had a history?
I think she knew they had a history, but I think she knew that Misato, like, wasn't... quite interested in him? That's what she thought, like, kind of in a childish way? Because she has a crush on him.
Yeah.
And
yeah, okay.
I think she has a crush on Kaji, and she has feelings for Shinji, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I got you.
She likes the idea of Kaji.
She has like the schoolgirl crush.
Yeah.
On Kaji.
But I think
she has like,
I think if you asked her who she cared for more, maybe not even ask her who she cares for more, Shinji. You know what I mean?
More than likely.
So, but I don't see. The way she acted before, it seemed like she knew that they had a thing, maybe.
Yeah. And
she was just flirting with him anyway. But in this episode, makes it seem like she didn't really know, or she thought that it wouldn't be a big deal. And then when he smelled like her cologne, she was like, "Damn, really?"
Yeah.
Like she actually thought like there was going to be something. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Sometimes Asuka's really mature,
but other times,
and sometimes she is totally like the most childish character.
Oh yeah.
So, also like a lot of the stuff we were saying about Misato a couple episodes ago, turned out to be pretty on the mark because she says I tried to avoid my past, but I ended up doing. I worked for Nerve. I'm acting like a child.
She's like I was afraid of being a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's just telling that, like when we sit here and think about it and discuss it, like every episode, where the characters are going, we're usually right.
Right.
And that just tells you that they're well written enough that we can like kind of
extrapolate what they're going to do.
Yeah, it's not like a lot of people will say that something being predictable is bad, but I think in terms of stuff like this, if you're writing your character well, because it's not like I'm predicting where Misato's story is going to go.
Right.
We are understanding her as a person, so therefore we kind of understand like how she's going to think about certain
your character
situations.
Should be written like well enough to where I can go, oh yeah, she's probably going to do this, or she acts like this because of this. A poorly written character is, they do this and this because,
the plot.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Or, I went evil because I dropped my sandwich.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. There's this guy who does on YouTube who does like episode reviews of Buffy, and there's one like a couple seasons in, he was talking about how like he really loves shows that where the characters are so fun and awesome and great and well written that you could sit characters at a bus stop and have them talk for 20 minutes and it'd be like a good episode. Yeah. And I mean that's definitely the case with that show, and I think that's like why are the most exciting scenes in the show like
not the action scenes
when Misato was talking to Ritsuko. Or when Asuka and Shinji are talking about kissing.
Yeah.
Or...
You're like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Or when Misato's talking about her feelings about Kaji, whatever else.
Right.
So...
Yeah. It keeps you on your toes a little bit.
Yep.
Well, I don't...
Some interesting people. And I feel like we're getting a plot dump coming soon, too, so...
Yeah.
I guess we'll see.
Let's hope.
Episode 16.
See you guys there.
Bye-bye.